Good morning, guys. Welcome to another week of updates. This week will be a short one. I'm pretty sick, as you can hear from my nose, I guess. And my friends know about this since Thursday. I haven't felt really good, so kind of odd week. I couldn't eat much, so that compensated a lot for the lack of the gym. I wish I could have eaten more, but I couldn't hold it. So we'll see how it goes for this week. There we go. So 301.7. So I think last week was around 308. So let's say 6.3 or something. Is that right? I think so. Anyway, so it's pretty good as far as weight goes. But this week. It's not because of my training or proper eating, I could say, because I just didn't eat a lot. So of course you're gonna lose weight, but it's not the best way to do it. It's just for a week or so, I guess, because I don't feel good. I had a pretty bad fever from Thursday to Saturday morning, I could say. Yeah, so I'll talk to you a little bit after this, and at the end of the video, I think I have a little bit of footage of it's not even a recipe, I could say. It's just a quick omelette that I did that I can show you. It's pretty, everybody knows how to do an omelette, but maybe it can give you some ideas, so I'll show you that later. All right, welcome back, guys. Like I said previously, this week it's going to be a short one. I'm pretty sick, and I got a pretty bad case of man flu. I hear it's terrible. You can die from it. Some guys told me that. I'm not sure if it's true. So yeah, I'm pretty tired. I couldn't go train this week. Monday and Tuesday were holidays. Wednesday I was going to my mom's house for dinner, and Thursday I was working, and at the end of the day I was supposed to go to the gym, and I felt a little bit weird, so I told myself, instead of going to the gym, I'll just walk from work, which is about an hour not an hour walk. And yeah, I totally busted my legs, which usually it's not a problem these last few days, usually. Yeah, I was super tired when I got here, and I had to take some breaks along the way. So it was muscular, and that night I got a huge fever, and the next morning, all through Friday, I couldn't work. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Now it's getting better and just all stuffed up. And the problem I have is I can't take anything for it, or most things. I'm allergic to analgesics. So the only thing I can take is saline solutions, where you push some saline water in your nose and stuff like that. That's about it. So I'm getting through it one day at a time. I'm not sure when I'll be able to go back to training this week. We'll see. Maybe, I don't think tomorrow, Monday. Probably maybe Tuesday or then Thursday. And but still, at least even throughout the holidays, I had some fun. I had some parties. I drank some alcohol and all that, and but still I watch my calories. That's the most important thing. You can plan for anything you can do, and I'm telling you, I ate quite a lot on New Year's Eve and drank a lot. Jeez, and still I planned for it. I ate less during the day, and I took a long walk. I think it was Monday. And by the way, that I filmed that video it's something that I always wanted to do, and it'll be a video that I post on this week during the week, and it's not gonna be a weight update or anything like that. It's mostly a fun video for, especially for my friends that are from the neighborhood, and it's me walking around the neighborhood, showing my where I used to live and my friends' houses and stuff like that. And it turned out to be a pretty long video, so it's really just for my friends. And unless you're from Montreal and or the neighborhood and you feel nostalgic, it's just for fun. You don't have to watch it. I always wanted to do something like that, and I talk a little bit about walking, which is also the point of that video. Which is I think the first exercise you can do, especially if you're morbidly obese, and or maybe you're a little bit older. It's a first great step. You can walk for you can start 15 minutes around the block, and then in half an hour, whatever, and it burns a lot of calories. In that video I was saying that I tried it before for an hour and it burned 400 calories, but if I remember correctly, that was when I had lost my weight the first time, and so I wasn't carrying a lot of weight around me, and it was during the summer, so I didn't have any heavy clothes on, and it was easier to walk around because now there was some snow and stuff like that, and it turned out to burn like 1,000 something calories for an hour and 14 minutes, so it's pretty crazy. And that's more than I can do at the gym. Well, it's not more, but it's really, really good, and it's not that much of an effort. So anyway, I digress. As you saw, this week I'm at 301.7, and last week I was at 308.1. So that's 6.4 pounds. That's quite a lot. And it's mostly because I was sick. So I'm happy about the weight loss, but it's not the way I want to really do it. You have to eat, so but my stomach is not feeling good as well, so it's not something I recommend doing. You have to eat because, like right now, I have low energy, really low, because I'm having trouble sleeping because of my stuffed nose, and so I have low energy from that, the lack of sleep, and probably the lack of food intake because I can't eat too much right now. I'm having trouble digesting, so it's not helping. So you'll have low energy. You can't train and stuff like that if you're really tired from those kinds of things. So, but still, I'll take it. 6.4 pounds in a week is pretty good. I think what helped at least is that, like I said, Thursday I walked from work, and that was 1,000 something calories as well. Sorry.
A few moments later.
As you'll see, my face is probably red. I'll cut that video that I just coughed really hard. Anyway, so like I was saying, it's a pretty good week as far as for weight. I'm getting close to my little first goal. I could say that I wanted to go under 300 pounds. So it's pretty good. I'm almost at I'm at what, 36 pounds. So it's going very good. Yeah, so that'll be it this week. Like I said, check out for the video if you want to go down memory lane. If you're from around the neighborhood, that'll come this week, and it's gonna be an hour-long video. It's pretty long, so like I said, you don't have to watch it. And at the end of this video, if you want, I cooked up a quick omelette. So it's not really like a huge recipe. Anybody can do an omelette, just to maybe inspire people. I gave a couple ideas in there, so you can watch that if you want. And with that, that'll be it for this week. I'll go rest more, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Hey guys, I have a new quick recipe today for, I guess it could be for lunches. It's a really easy omelette. Today I have like 4 eggs. I'm using 2 pieces of processed cheese. I like the taste. You can leave it out. I have to put in the omelet. I have some turkey breast, which is tomato and basil, which is pretty lean, very lean. So it's not too bad. I have some spinach again to put in it. I have my special ingredient, which is onion powder, which is makes the omelet pretty damn good. And I'm gonna add a little bit of chipotle ranch dressing on the meat after, just a little bit. So I'm gonna get going. So I'll just crack my 4 eggs, add my cheese, a little bit of salt, pepper, the onion powder. Start that in the pan with just a little bit of butter. And for this, the way I found it to the best way to have it work is to have your heat really low. Like for me, it goes from 0 to let's say 6, and after that it's at max. And I put it at 2 or 3 max, because if I don't do that, it's gonna stick on the bottom. It's gonna cook too quick, and I want to fold it over in between, in half to put my stuff in it. So it's better for me. I found that it's better to have it cook pretty slow. So I'll get going with the stuff and I'll come back. Another quick silly tip that's obvious, but sometimes I had put in like maybe a tablespoon of butter. I coated the bottom of my pan, and I figured that I have that many, like half of it, which was too much. So just don't put it in. It's coated. You don't, you don't need more than that. So just take that out, and that's it. Start beating your eggs pretty quick. A little bit of salt, pepper. You could go with the onion powder. Just a bit, You don't have to measure everything unless you put in crazy amounts. You can't go wrong. So I'll put in my cheese in there. You can leave the cheese out, obviously. It's up to you. Alright, the pan has a little bit of heat in it, so we can go ahead with our eggs in there. What I like to do is just to mix it up a little bit for the cheese to spread around a little bit and have a chance to melt. Not too much, because we do want to make an omelet and not just scrambled eggs. So I don't know if you can see. I can maybe try to zoom in there, or not. It won't let me. Alright. So yeah, it started pretty good, so I need to let it sit there for a few minutes. I'd say at least 5 minutes for it to start cooking a little bit and get stiffer. Alright, so it's been a couple of minutes, and it's starting to cook a little bit and stiffen up. I've changed spatulas because this one is thinner. It helps a little bit. So after a while, you can start going around and unsticking the sides, and try not to break it like I just did. Alright. And I've also taken out some
dehydrated chives would be better with fresh ones, but I don't have any, so that'll have to be it for now. Just a pinch, a little bit. And obviously you can do anything you want with this. I'm sure you know this. You can put some, if you like tomatoes, you can put some small tomatoes in there, like grape tomatoes, I think. You could put onions, you could add onions, you could add red peppers or green peppers, stuff like that. It's pretty damn good. And yeah, you can really obviously add anything you want. I have some mushrooms in there. I could have used that. So I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I can show it on the camera a little bit. So it's starting to. Oh, sorry. There we go. Am I good? I'm good. All right. It's starting to cook through. So we could start adding our stuff. Like I said, this is turkey breast with tomatoes and basil. So that's like 3 slices. You can add as much as you want. It's up to you. So I'll add a little bit of chipotle ranch. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Yeah. Not much because I don't want to, change the taste of the entire thing just with this. So maybe a tablespoon. Yeah, I'm not even. It's maximum a tablespoon. All right. Spinach. Same thing with this. You can add as much as you want or as little as you want. You could use something else. I'll let it get some heat, another minute or two, and after that, pretty much be done. Alright, good enough for me. It's been in about a minute. And now's the tricky part, which most of the time I fail. I'll try to flip it over. Pretty good, pretty good. So I don't know if you can see, that's pretty decent. There we go. So this makes for a pretty decent meal, I think. You have 4 eggs in there, and those are large eggs. So there were 70 calories each. So 280 calories from that. The meat is probably not that much. For 3 pieces, maybe another 100 or so. So 380. And what else? The spinach is really nothing, maybe 10 calories. And the chipotle sauce, maybe another 30 or 40. So you're around 300 to 400 calories, maybe. I'm not doing the math. But yeah, it's pretty decent for calories. You get a good amount of proteins. And some iron from the spinach as well. some from the meat and stuff like that. Not too many carbs in there, I think. And it's a pretty decent omelet. So after that, something like this, I'm pretty full. So pretty much done. I hope you liked it. I know I will. See ya.